All right, so no cymbals on the rack, no cymbals on the drum kit. What's going on in this video? Well, this box here should be an indication. I'm gonna do an unboxing video. These are the cymbals that my good buddy Mariano Quijano of Quijano Cymbals sent me. They are unfortunately not for me to keep. This is the stock that he has for the Chicago Drum Show this year, which is coming up in May 17th and 18th. And May 16th, we're doing the Independent Cymbalsmith Summit at the same location as the Chicago show. So I'll talk about that a little later in the video. But Mariano sent me his stock for the show. And he was like, yeah, if you want to do an unboxing video, open some up, play them, I'm perfectly fine with that. And I would never miss an opportunity to play someone else's work. I've been a fan of Mariano's work for years now. He was on my podcast a couple years ago. And everything I've heard of his online is stellar. And he has a very, I would say he has a very refined artistic sensibility about being a cymbalsmith. He's one of my favorites out there. And I've only ever played one or two of his cymbals in person. So these two boxes here are full of his cymbals. And I'm very excited to check them out. So let's dive in now. Let's just take this first little set. Feels like there's a few in here. Make sure we're careful. I feel kind of bad undoing this because it's the perfect system to get these to the trade show. Maybe I won't do all of them. I'll just do a couple. Start with this one first. So this is a mostly unlathed cymbal. This is the 21-inch Turkish Delight Ride. And it weighs 2,223 grams, Chicago collection. And I'll do the first tap on top. Oh, come on. Woo! Okay, all right. Shape is medium lowish. The bell is really, really low, really, really mellow. It's got one scratch pass. It's been polished on top with some abrasion pads. One or maybe two scratch passes on the top. The underside is fully Turk. I've said in other videos I don't like Turk style cymbals or mostly unlathed cymbals because they tend to be dead and like too dry to where they're just kind of a little uninspiring. This one has a ton of really nice high frequency response to it. Woo! Like a really nice shimmer that sits out on top. Woo! I know I'm gonna walk away from this experience feeling inspired to go go make some cymbals. All right, cymbal number 2. Another beautiful hand-formed bell, medium profile. Bell's a little bigger on this one. This is a 22-inch oak wobble wallop ride. Dig the name. 2,480 grams, Chicago collection. Woo! Yeah. wobble on this one is crazy. All right, now we got a patinaed one. So I kind of feel like those two I played were a little, they kind of live in a similar family of like, there's not a ton of topography to them. Whether that's hammering or lathing, they're just a little bit smoother, and the frequency response is smoother. You got this really nice, slightly glassy top end, but because they're handmade, because they're hand-formed bells, they've got that dark, really interesting nuance thing. This one has more of that dimension to it, where I could see both lathing and hammering topography on the cymbal. This one is medium. Oh, dude, that bell, holy cow. It's gonna be so hard to see this in the camera. This bell has got this nice like plateau, hard plateau, but then it also rises. So it's kind of, this is like an old K bell all the way. This is a 22-inch Heritage OH ride, 2,523 grams. Dude, I know I'm gonna love this one without touching it. Yes, yes. Okay, if you played me a recording of this and I wasn't looking at it, I'd be like, that's a really, really nice old K. That's what it sounds like to me. That bell gives you different tones if you hit kind of on the side of that hook or on top of the flatter part. Two different bell sounds. This is the one I'm gonna probably go and like try to make something like it. At least like try to emulate that bell, because that is awesome. Okay, now I'm in a weird place because he has these so nicely packed. I feel terrible like tearing them all out and checking them out, but like, I'm like, what other goodies do we have in here? I really love the wobble that his cymbals have. These have a nice flex and a give to them, which, you know, you can be, if they're too wobbly, cymbals that are too wobbly feel sluggish, and they also can tend to respond slow. But he clearly knows that, and so like he's building strength in other areas so that the stick definition feels solid and not sluggish, but then when you hit the edge and crash it, it's going to give you that flex, and if even riding out near the edge too is going to give you that flex and that feel. 21-inch Hierophant, Hierophant. I don't know if that's if I'm saying that right. Hierophant ride, 2,162 grams, same bell. So this is just like a 21, it seems like a 21 version. It's got some topography. I know I'm gonna love this one too. That's different. Dude. And honestly, it's such a brilliant design. It's like that side, when you hit on the side, you get this clearer, more ringing tone. when you hit on the top of the bell, you get this drier, deader sound, which, I mean, for jazz is amazing to have those two options. If you need, like, if you're in a Latin-y kind of thing, you want something that's a little bit more cutting. But then if you're playing, you know, like a Elvin Mambo and you want to go on the top for a more dead, dry, smoky bell sound. Killer. Killer. Dude, these are great. I said I wouldn't like dive into all of them. He gave me full reign to just open them all up and play them. And they're so nicely packed that I didn't really want to mess with it too much, but ooh, okay, taller profile. So this is the first kind of taller shaped. This is a 21-inch Sly Fly ride, 2,232 grams, really small, low profile bell, taller shape. Glassy, high profile typically means it's going to be like humming and honking and too dry, not enough high frequency response, but this has it. This shows a really great understanding of the kind of bell you need with a certain shape. If you get these big umbrella cymbals and you have a big, strong, clear bell, usually those sounds are not great, but with this really low, mellow bell, taller shape, it's like you're getting sort of the glassiness and high frequency response of a flat ride without the deadness of like a big bell umbrella type cymbal. Phenomenal, man. Phenomenal. Box two, here we go. All right, another one of these oak, right? Is it oak? Heretic ride, the 20-inch Heretic. I like that. 1,989 grams. Same kind of bell. He's got this plateaued thing, flatter top, but then it rises just before the bell hole. Woo, okay. I see why he calls that the Heretic. It's like, it's a little bit cantankerous, very old K-like, super old K-like. This is a different one for sure. This has got a much taller bell and domed bell, smaller and then also taller. So this is gonna have a totally different sound. This is interesting. Let's check this guy out. Dude, that one speaks for itself. So heritage hi-hats, same kind of, ooh, interesting. We got, yeah, 14-inch Hierophant hi-hats. 789 over 989. Whoo, buddy. Oh, dude. All right, second set. Okay, so now what in the world am I gonna pick? Okay, so let's go with that taller, glassier one there. Big boy old K here. Oh, but I like that one too. All right, phenomenal. Wow, I love him. He's got really interesting, dark, smoky sounds. And these are cymbals that would be incredibly good on gigs. Like, because they're not overly trashy or overly funky or overly open and too shimmery and washy, it's like they're dialed in all the right ways to be very, 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 very good gigging cymbals for jazz guys. Mariano is a good buddy of mine. He's one of many cymbal smiths that are out there doing this kind of work where we're taking a piece of bronze, hand hammering it from scratch, turning them into handcrafted instruments for all kinds of musicians, not just jazz. And he's doing phenomenal work. He's based in Belgium. Look him up. He's on Instagram. He's got a website. You can buy cymbals off his website. And he will be at the Chicago Drum Show. So last part of this video, the Chicago Drum Show coming up May 16th, 17th, and 18th. The 16th is the Indie Cymbal Summit, where there's going to be 8 or so guys from all over the world. We're going to do presentations, demonstrations on our cymbals. You can come. I'm going to have a portable anvil, so you can come and you can try your hand at hammering a bronze blank. And we're going to do discussions and all kinds of question and answers. It's just going to be a blast. So that's going to be May 16th from 4 to 8 p.m. And then Saturday, Sunday is the show, Chicago Drum Show. And then Monday, a lot of us are going to be going over to Drugan's Drums and Guitars, and we're going to be actually kind of continuing the Cymbal Summit and doing an event at their space. It's probably going to be more in the morning because a lot of us have to travel back home. So keep an eye out for the details on that, because we're going to announce that as we get closer. So really it's 16, 17, 18, 19 in Chicago. It's going to be in St. Charles, Illinois, which is right outside of Chicago. And then Drugan's is in Chicago, very, very close to the airport. So, right there where a lot of people are going to be flying in and flying out of. So I am, super excited about it. We're really getting close to having some kind of cohesion to the Independent Cymbalsmith Guild, which I've been working on this project with a couple other smiths for over a year and a half now, and we just don't have an organization that's built and designed to advocate for the independent craftsperson in this space. So there's a lot of independent craftsmen and people that are doing incredible work that are mostly in a small shop or in their basement or their garage making these instruments, and we're competing against the big guys. And there's a shift happening. The tectonic plates are moving around, and there's a shift in what people prefer. And I'm really excited that we have an opportunity now as independent craftspeople to give people alternate options to the just kind of factory stamped out widget style cymbals. So let me know what you think of this video. What do you think of Mariano's work? I'm a huge fan. I love what I've heard so far, and excited to finally meet him in person later on this year. And let me know too if you're going to be at the Chicago show. You can go to the Chicago show or chicagoshow2025.com and get tickets. Got to get tickets for all of it, so the summit and the show. And go pick up tickets. Come say hi, talk to us, try hammering a blank, and all that. So hit the like and the subscribe and the bell if you want notifications, and keep an eye out for the next video. I'm Timothy Roberts. Thank you for watching.